Hey traders, checking in on the stock market today. Definitely euphoria mode out there as the S&P 500 hits all-time highs yet again. How long can this keep up? I'll show you a very simple pattern that we can be watching to let us know when daily consolidation is coming next. So starting with SPY, we had a ripper right into the close. Look at the last 15 minutes of trading here where it was just a ramp up in bull volume and bulls taking back over completely. We had a point this morning where we had a little bit of weakness, and what I do to prevent myself from looking in the wrong direction is, again, my bearish checklist. Are the checks being marked off as far as bears proving it to us? At the point in time that we were seeing this weakness, the financial sector XLF was right up near the high of the day. So I knew that the SPY bears were unlikely to get follow through, because if XLF is going to stay at its high of the day, it's going to offset tech sector and healthcare sector weakness. If we are going to see S&P 500 bear follow through, we have to see all of our major sectors at the low of the day at the same time. If you've been watching these videos, you've been hearing me say that for months and months, and it remains the case. Another factor was we were just looking for SPY to give us an hourly higher low, anything above Friday afternoon's low of 387.18. So the low of today did not break that level. We had 5-minute oversold conditions from all-time highs, and bulls bought that dip. We had a bear break that could not break the low of the day, and then we surged into the close for the bulls. So what is the pattern that we can look at? Whenever I see a chart like this, whether it's going up or going down, it's a very clear pattern of a higher low every single day. And at this point, it's 6 days long. As soon as you'd see 5 days or more, there are times where I'll watch names that have 10 days in a row with a higher low every day. Keep it simple. Nothing changes in the short term as long as the SPY bulls keep putting in a higher low every single day. When that pattern breaks, we can say, all right, daily consolidation is finally underway. We will then be watching names for hourly oversold conditions to be looking for daily higher lows to be set. So if SPY bulls hold 388.35 tomorrow, they keep complete control. Criteria number one, for any shift in short-term momentum, that level has to break. And again, there will be dip buyers looking for first hourly oversold conditions, one of our back burner trades, which continue to work out very well. Today I bought Bitcoin, 5-minute oversold conditions for a nice bounce. As long as they keep working, we will keep our back burner bounce trades. And if you don't know what that is, Google back burner chart guys. IWM is the same thing. 6 days in a row, higher low every day. All-time highs now, 3 days in a row. No sign of weakness whatsoever. And if 223.40 support holds tomorrow, that remains the case. Again, you know me, at this point in time, I'm very cautious bullish. And I've got my hedge position in short the S&P 500 to protect my longer term positions, and waiting for healthy daily consolidation at this point, which we know is inevitable, and not getting caught up in the euphoria that the market is certainly seeing. Again, I'm not sitting here trying to go short every day, but I am cautious. QQQ, all-time highs, higher low every single day, 6 days in a row. 331.41, key support. If that level breaks, we look for hourly oversold, and we scout a daily higher low. Financial sector, higher low every single day, 6 days in a row. It's not a coincidence that everybody's doing the exact same thing. 31.62 is the all-time high resistance. If we break the pattern of a higher low every day before breaking 31.62, we will have a tightening daily range to be watching, and we'll scout that daily higher low. Healthcare is different. Healthcare is range bound and sideways. Most important support is 114.62 and 114.05. Most important resistance, 116.95 and 117.47. I'm paying attention to how this breaks. One scenario would be if QQQ and XLF lose the pattern of a higher low every single day, and SPY loses it as well, and they start their daily consolidation. If XLV breaks bullish, when that happens, we know that it's rotation going on, keeping the broader market healthy. If XLV breaks bearish, and then we see the pattern lost of a higher low every day on those other names, then we know that that SPY pullback can get a bit more follow through. Biotech, massive beast mode. 6 days in a row, higher low every day. We've known that the biotech sector has been a lead bull in this market for quite some time, and they are just showing off today with this follow through. And again, plenty of space for an hourly higher low. Bulls will be watching for first 5-minute oversold conditions to scout an hourly higher low. And when the hourly uptrend is lost, we'll scout first hourly oversold conditions to scout a daily higher low. Semiconductors, daily higher low and higher high. In a recent video, I noted how the semiconductors have been very correlated to the QQQ bulls and more bullish than QQQ for a long time. And that was shifting over the last 6 days. Well, today they're playing catch up, led by NVDA, which got a key bull break of 560. Look at the lack of resistance on NVDA. Once 560 breaks, pretty much $27 of space, and the bulls easily gliding through that range with a lack of resistance today. Technical bull break, cryptocurrency bull break, lots of things you can point to. For me, it was the break of 560. And SMH all-time high, 246.79 back in play. Anything above 232.50, nope, 232.34 is a daily higher low. Solar sector, little daily higher low in continuation, 125.98 back on the menu as far as short-term resistance to be watching. If we reject from 125.98 and lose 113.40 support, that is a potential weekly lower high being set. Certainly not seeing a ton of strength here. Bulls are holding on, but not seeing bull volume and continuation like obviously many other sectors are seeing. U.S. marijuana sector doing exactly what SPY is doing, but at this point, we've got 8 days in a row of a higher low every single day. So if the bulls hold $50 tomorrow, that pattern remains intact. Blue sky breakout, first hourly oversold conditions, we'll be scouting that daily higher low. The VIX closing at the low of the day 5 days in a row. Inside bar though, we did not break the low of Friday, so worth paying attention to. Again, wouldn't be surprising for bulls to start entering some hedge positions to protect the massive gains over the last 6 days. And if we see a move over 22.10 and 22.20, this daily bounce will be underway, and we'll scout a daily lower high, anything under 37.50. It's worth paying attention to the volatility sector. UVXY here is shaping up in a falling wedge on the hourly chart over the last few days. Bear breaks aren't really getting any follow through. Certainly bulls aren't proving anything to us by going on offense, but keeping an eye out for the potential of a short-term bull break just to see even healthy, even if it's a daily bull flag on SPY and these other sectors, just looking for a pullback on the daily time frame. The dollar looking for a daily higher low, anything above 90.36. Bulls will have to change the 4-hour trend back in their favor. We know the broader market has not cared about dollar strength last week. So dollar weakness only can help the bulls if dollar strength is not going to hurt the bulls. And I'm watching the daily uptrend on the dollar to help determine when our weekly lower high has been set. And the answer is not yet, as we are still just looking at a daily uptrend. Gold bounce follow through, but anything under 1875, just a daily lower high. We have been in a daily downtrend for 5 weeks. The bulls have been unable to set a daily higher low and higher high anytime in the last 5 weeks. So while this is a nice little bounce, I care more about the ability to see follow through or not, way more than I care about how much upside we see on this current bounce. So whenever this move tops out, and whenever we lose the 4-hour uptrend, we need a higher low and higher high to form. One note, all the attention on Tesla and Bitcoin today, with Tesla adding 1.5 billion Bitcoin to their balance sheet. But in their statement and in their filing, they did say that they have the possibility to diversify into gold as well, some of their balance sheet. So that's a little tucked away nugget of bullish sentiment, but we would need to have information from Tesla saying, hey, we bought some gold, in order to see a more notable reaction. Silver's still in a daily uptrend. Higher low has been set at 25.90, and we're now scouting a daily lower high, anything under 30.14. 4-hour uptrend is our guide. Miners, GDXJ, I like it for clarity because we formed a higher low here, whereas GDX dropped to a lower low. We're now scouting a daily lower high, anything under 54.32. And we want to see a nice, clear, tight equilibrium into next week because breaks of tight equilibriums generally have some decent trade opportunities. Oil, not a coincidence that it's a higher low every single day the last 5 days. Same as SPY. Closing at the high, same as SPY. End of the day, bullish momentum. If the bulls hold $57 tomorrow, the pattern of a higher low every day continues. Keeping an eye on it. Correlation to SPY definitely significant enough to be watching both. Watch SPY if you're trading oil. Watch oil if you're trading SPY. And natural gas, trying to set a daily higher low compared to 273. Bears are defending 310 resistance, but no red flags for the bulls unless we lose the daily higher lows and reject from that key resistance. And that level is the highest spot price in natural gas that we have seen in over a year. So that is an important resistance level from here. Quickie trade review. Headed into this morning just in Bitcoin euphoria. So wasn't planning on trading a whole lot. And ended up seeing a pen drop. So pen coming off all-time highs. Big dump. We were down 9%. The hourly RSI got right to oversold. The 15-minute RSI was pretty beat up. So I was just keeping an eye on it because I've seen pen pull back hard so many times in the last 6 months and then just V-shaped to all-time highs. So I was just looking for a bounce play and a 2-minute equilibrium, a 2-minute falling wedge shaped up. So criteria number 1, I know I'm looking for an hourly oversold bounce, back burner trade coming off of all-time highs. So knowing that that is the premise of what I'm looking for, I then zoom into the shorter term time frames to find a setup that shows me the hourly bounces taking place. I saw this wedge and I started buying. So I bought in the 116s in my first position, and the more we just traded sideways, the more I just kept adding. I added a second position at 117, a third position at 117, and now I'm in a large position, not just a normal size position. Why did I go large? Because I had a very clear stop level that I could use, and I was using a break of 115 to just stop me out of everything, and that has very small risk, and the reward was decent. And I just scaled out into the bounce, and one time frame at a time. I exited a third of my position at 5-minute EMA 12 resistance, so in the 118s. I then zoomed out. I exited a third of my position at the 15-minute EMA 12 resistance, just under 120. I then zoomed out, and I wanted to exit my third position at the hourly EMAs, but we ran out of time, and I exited probably right around the upper 120s. So a solid day maker of a trade, and just patiently waited for the trade setup. Again, you only need one a day. If you're patient and you choose good ones, one trade a day can give you your day maker. If you're looking for long-term consistency, I did take a couple other trades, but that was pretty much it. Congrats to the Bitcoin bulls, all-time highs. If you are not a fan of Bitcoin, too bad, it's here to stay. Deal with it. It's not going anywhere, ever. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Do good things. We'll see you tomorrow. Protect those positions. Keep yourself in check if you're feeling euphoria. Yes, these first 5 weeks have allowed for significant, massive opportunity. Lots of big gains out there. Now the key is do not give back any of the gains that the first 5 weeks of trading have allowed us. See you next time.